But really, I can't get rid of this habit. I tried many things. Formally, it's called addiction in that case. You cannot exist without smoking. What a feeling inside of you encourages you to smoke. Let me try to explain my throat. It's like, it's kinda tightens up. And I feel that it's covered some sort of saliva. Tell yourself, I'm 30. How are you feeling? Yes, I have it. I am 20. I have. She's afraid for the future. For what future? For her future. Why does she get this fear after your birth? And your father is drinking a little. Let's name everything correctly. And your mother can't stand the smell of alcohol. I feel good. Do you feel suffocate? No. It's enough for you not to smoke anymore ever again? Ever again? Yes. So you can allow yourself not to do it anymore? Yes. I'm listening, Andrey, attentively. That's something. I'm listening to you, and I get questions about some sort of hesitation. Which questions? More than that, I cannot distinguish that hesitation. Probably you can help me with it. How does your hesitation appear? Well, I'll do it snappy. Recently, my marriage fell apart. We communicate and speak to each other normally. With ex-mother. Oh, I mean mother of my children, my ex-wife. Well, so, Andrey, how long ago was your marriage dissolution? It's some time ago. Maybe January. We have filed for divorce and got dissolution of marriage with the agreement of both sides. It was literally recently? Yes. Yes. How old are you now? 40. Oh no, 37. I'm nervous. Do you want to seem older ahead of time? I don't know, I say this suddenly. So, I listen attentively. For what reason marriage came to a standstill? Well, let's put it this way. My wife had an opinion that my actions are incorrect. I am smoking tobacco. Well, she doesn't like it, I don't want to change, and so on. Yes. Is this situation the only reason for divorce? Somehow, I'm assuming that this had a big influence. What else? But really, I can't get rid of this habit. I tried many things, except, obviously, visiting any specialist who helps to stop smoking. So many people do that. I'm afraid to work with them. I don't know why. Maybe it's a fear of... As Alan Carr says, it can be a fear of quitting smoking. Well... So this is important in this situation. Everything else is fading compared to it. Your wife was annoyed by the smell of nicotine. There are many things involved. Smell and... yes, mainly it's a smell. What else accompanies it? The smell is awful, I agree with her. I try to lower down the amount. Just for my future private life. So... How much do you smoke? In a day, or 24 hours? A pack of cigarettes, if you count in cigarettes. And now it's a pack of this new... some sort of sticks? I don't know, I'm not a smoker. Yes, some new electronic ones. It doesn't contain any resins, but the smell is still there. It's unpleasant, I don't like it as well. But every time, I still long for this thing. So, where is hesitation? It's in everything. I'm trying to make some... with decisions. Sometimes I need some decision and usually I get stuck. It will get frozen. And it stays frozen for a quite long time. I can think about 1 or 2 days. In absolutely ridiculous, in my opinion, obvious situations. For example, how to go buy some groceries? No, this is completely doable. Okay. For example, we are solving an important problem now. We have to choose educational system for children. What are you debating on? Should we choose home education or schooling? What about me? I like home education. There are many advantages of it. It has positive reviews. And there is my hesitation. It's accepted or not. It's a good idea or not. It is normal. Who is insisting on the home education? You or your wife? My ex-wife wants it the most, and now I am also inclined to it. I'm inclining to this idea myself, so it was her initiative. About home education. Yes, she told me and I started looking into this question. At first I was against it, but later I started to agree. Okay? And what's the problem? There is some hesitation again. It's a lack of knowledge about the subject, not hesitation. This question should be solved closer to September, when the season begins. Home education children, as I know, can study externally. Even twice faster. They have to be enrolled, firstly. In home education. Decision first, whether it's a good idea or not, and I don't understand. What's age of the oldest child? 7. 7 years. So, by September of this year, you must choose where to enroll your child. Yes, yes. What else with your hesitation? So, I can't figure out the smoking. There is hesitation again. I feel this hesitation. Formally, it's called addiction in that case. You cannot exist without smoking. Yeah, maybe. It is addiction. Since what age have you been smoking? Since I was 16. How did it start? Cigarette that has been offered me by fellow friend, wait, not a friend, unfamiliar, older than me, guy with cigarette in a forest. Well, did you enjoy it? Absolutely not. Why did you continue? I don't have an answer, I don't know. I've been analyzing, but I still don't know. There was no, so to say, fashion. There was no fashion so-called for cigarette back then. And I had no addiction because of the first cigarette tasted disgusting. I can't understand why. So, Andrey, an abstract question for you. Imagine that you have quit smoking. How will your life change? It will be easy to breathe. What else? I will not be constantly distracted and think that if there are no cigarettes, I feel bad. Well, how will change your personal life? Personal life. I don't think it will really change. It is the same. It won't change. No, it won't. How will it change because of this fact? Well, I think this was the reason of your divorce. That was my partner's decision. Was there something else? Hardly. So you think that this is the only reason? Or are you sure? I'm hoping for it to be the only reason. So you've never discussed your relationship? Yes, of course we talked about everything. Okay, let's try to do something about your addiction, if you don't mind. Yes, I'm in. And then you will decide for yourself what to do. So, when do you want to smoke a cigarette? In the morning, after you wake up? Yes. You have no cigarettes. What kind of feel do you get? Need to get them anywhere. Why? What is the purpose? What a feeling! I don't know. What a feeling inside of you encourages you to smoke. So to say. Let me try to explain my throat. It's like, it's kinda tightens up. And I feel that it's covered some sort of saliva or liquid. Moistens. Moistens. Well, and if you start to smoke, you feel alright, and this moisture passes away. Constriction disappears. No, I feel that my sensation goes away. The state of tightening in my throat, it becomes less. Well done. Please concentrate your attention on this feeling. We'll go back in time and analyze when it has started. Tell yourself, I am 30. How are you feeling? Yes, I have it. I am 20. I have. I am 10. I have it. I am 5 years. I have. 1 year old. I have it. I am 1 day old and inside my mother's belly. I don't have it. I am 1 month old inside my mother's belly. No. I am 3 months inside my mother's belly. No. 8 months old in my mother's belly. No. I am 9 months in my mother's belly. No. 1 month after I was born. Maybe something is beginning. 2 months after birth. Becoming stronger. What happens when I was 1 or 2 months old? When I started to have these feelings? What do I see? What do I feel? Who is connected with this feeling? Well, maybe it's not me. It's obvious it isn't me. It's your environment. Who does it consist of? Whose image do you see? My mother. Well, what's happening to my mother at this time that causes transmission of sensation to me? Maybe she feels frightened. Of what? Well, something. She can't look around. Maybe she cannot turn back. In what direction does she need to look? Why isn't she looking forward, somewhere forward? Oh, well, she's afraid for the future. For what future? For her future. Why does she get this fear after your birth? What's the reason of this fear? I don't know. I don't see anything. This feeling has occurred again, but I have no answer. It's a feeling of my mother being afraid for the future. As a result of what situation does she get this feeling? What was the situation? Most likely her family life caused this feeling. Who do you visualize except your mother? Who gave the reason to be afraid of the future? There's nobody. There's something... No, unclear. Is this feeling about me? No. About what? Not enough money or what? Herself. Something about herself. What about herself? Were they married with your father at that time? Yes, they must have been. They must have been or they were married. They were married. How's your mother's family life? With father? They got divorced. When? I was in the first or second grade. Because of what? My mother says that my father was drinking too much. How did she characterize his drinking, and what annoyed her? He came home with a certain smell. Yes. He started maybe some sort of... started these drunk arguments. Assault? I'm not sure. Maybe there wasn't any assault. Because it isn't easy to hurt my mother. She can hurt back with her fist. Or morally. Physically, she is able to push away. What afterwards was in her life? Whose life? Your mother. She brought everybody up and now she is quiet. You mean nothing? She feels happy, I would say. Does she live alone? Yes. So after your father... No, she's not alone. After her, she's almost 80. No, 79 years. Yes. She lives with one daughter and another one. They take care of her. Let's return into this age when you are 1 month old. Your mother is worried for her future. What's the reason for her worries? Some kind of uncertainty. I have this word, uncertainty. Uncertainty in what? You get this feel also. Maybe... How to continue life? How to bring up children? Are you the oldest child in the family? No, I am the fourth. The fourth. Your parents had many children. Thank you. Well, and your father was drinking entire time? Yes. My mother said so. The older children are girls only? I am the only man in the family. 5 girls. Well... Oh, sorry, 5 children. 4 of them are girls, excuse me. Okay, I understand. What does your mother say about men in general? She says now that she could hang on. Now she says that way. She didn't say like this before. So she can't stand men. Yes, as a result of these drinkings. Okay, now look what's happening. You were born as a 4th child in your family, and your father is drinking a little. Let's name everything correctly. And your mother can't stand the smell of alcohol. And all the men are associated for her as people that stink. It became hatred towards all men. And you, as a boy, accepted it in your subconsciousness from the earliest childhood. And later you begin to implement this program, and you did everything for your beloved person to start hating you for the smell that you have. But the reason for that is the hatred that was formed in your mother concerning her future perspective of life with your father. in the result of drinking, or rather the smell that has been produced by alcohol. Do you understand? Yes. Okay, please say to yourself, I am one day old and inside my mother's belly. How do you feel there? I feel good there. Feel good. Imagine that in that age the God comes to you and he says, Dear Andrey, in your life there will be a situation when after your birth your mother will be displeased with your father. He will be drinking regularly and he will smell with alcohol. In time she will not be able to stand father much longer and they will get divorced. Because he will be drinking alcohol regularly and he will smell of alcohol unpleasantly. But all of this for love, joy and happiness, for you to feel yourself confident, self-sufficient, happy man in the future, who nicely and easily has intersex relations in family based on true love. This is for you to feel always happy, self-sufficient in the future. A man who reaches his goals in life nice and easy. How do you feel? I feel good. I am 2 months after my birth. How do I feel my throat? Normally. Do you feel suffocate? No. It's going away now. I woke up in the morning. No cigarettes. How do you feel? There is something slightly, but not as much. How many % of this feeling do you have left? 10 or 20 as a maximum, not more. 10%. It's enough for you not to smoke anymore ever again? Ever again. Yes. So you can allow yourself not to do it anymore? Yes. Do you understand what was the problem? When a child receives an early childhood trauma in the age when he cannot remember himself yet, active memories from childhood begin at the age of 3 or 4. Children may remember toys or some situation. Not everyone. Some people have memories since 10. But your subconsciousness remembers itself before it had active intellect. Nevertheless, from the very beginning of your life, as any other child, you scan space around you while you grow up. Everything that was happening around you. You download it to your hard drive, to your subconsciousness. Therefore, after receiving the program of hatred towards the men that have unpleasant smell, you have received imprinting of the program that a man can exist the way only like that, and it causes hatred. Therefore, this problem has not been solved by your mother. You have inherited it and started to copy the behavior of your father, not with alcohol, but smoking. Being a hostage of this program. Your perception was covered by this feeling. Therefore, due to this feeling, man can get addictions that have control over him. Because addiction is life for him. Do you understand? When this trauma becomes unpacked, a person gets a perspective of being free of alcohol, drugs and so on. Yes. Understand, you no longer need it. There's no irritation towards yourself, and no need to be as your own father. What relations do you have with your father? Good. He is rather old man and... Is he 120? What? 120? No, he's 75. Well, he's a young man. Well, yes. He's strong, no doubt. He's great. Did he do any sports? No, only garden beds. It's also sports. Yes. Did he give up drinking? Almost he did. All clear. I haven't heard for a while that he is drinking something. Okay, how do you feel? I want to think over many things. That's clear. Will you give up smoking? Yes, I think so. How do I feel it? Can I imagine myself without cigarettes? Yes. Yes, I can. Then you should throw away all the cigarettes that you have now, and don't replenish the budget of companies that sell you this. Thank you. Do you have any questions? No, Andrey, no questions. Everything's good. Okay, good luck to you. Thank you. Goodbye.